Well, hello there. I just got done watching Halloween Kills from David Gordon Green, the same director as Halloween 2018. Holy shit, without a shadow of doubt in my mind, as clear as day, this movie is one of the worst, if not the worst Halloween I have seen, period. This is without a doubt something that is all filler, no substance. There is nothing to this movie. I mean, look, when we get down to the bottom line, when we get down to the brass tacks, it's entertaining. Yeah, I was watching. I was watching the whole time. My eyes were glued for the most part. Yeah, entertainment doesn't mean there's any substance to it. It's all icing, no cake. The whole movie feels like nothing happened, and actually, really, nothing was accomplished if you think about it. And, you know, when you get to the final stretch in Halloween, it feels like they took all the carpet out from under you. It feels like they took away any satisfaction you could have had. That, you know, any payoff whatsoever is stolen, trampled on, stepped on completely. I mean, as a real Halloween fan, someone who's been there since as far back as I can remember, Halloween, they just don't understand what it is. They don't understand what makes Michael Myers Michael Myers. They don't understand the shape. The fact that they filled this movie with, oh, kills everywhere. There's just so many kills. But the pile of bodies doesn't really make the movie good. It doesn't mean a lot actually was accomplished or happened, because if you get down to it, nothing was really accomplished. There are a lot of things to talk about in terms of what was wrong or what was right with the flashbacks, but as far as Dr. Loomis goes, I must say Dr. Loomis was properly represented. I think it was a respectful way to represent the character and move things forward in a way that makes sense as far as returning to the past, showing any kind of flashback with Dr. Loomis in it. This made sense. This was the perfect way. If you're going to do it, this was the perfect way. They hired an actor and a voice actor to do it, and they may have had some effects on as well, but really, however they did it, they pulled it off. But holy shit, these flashbacks, something is wrong with the geography in Haddonfield, Illinois. Holy shit. Something is wrong with the geography. It just doesn't look right. If you look back to Halloween from 1978, holy shit, it's been a while. But the film still holds up to some degree, some level. It still holds up. But if you look back at that, and then you look at this, the geography itself literally will not make any sense. It won't make any sense at all. There's a shot of some CGI part of the town, the city. I don't know what you would even call Haddonfield, but it looks odd. It looks out of place. It doesn't look good. But as far as all the flashbacks goes, there's something massively wrong. Why did the lighting of 1978 look so much better than the lighting of 2021? Or, well, 2019, I guess, sorry. This film was actually, well, being produced right after the first one was finished, I believe. And, well, it shows. It shows. This is something that felt like it wanted to be art house, but it actually just couldn't hit that mark at all. Any kind of meaning it wanted to have was lost in the translation of all the schlock and nonsense, the senseless violence. And oh, don't get me wrong, I love senseless violence, but this was just, there was no catharsis. There was no feeling like, hey, this makes sense. It just didn't make sense. The gore level was high. The kill count is up. But I still feel robbed. I feel robbed of my time because the story itself is so hollow and meaningless. It is so trash. And if you think you're going to see any Laurie Strode in this movie, you got another thing coming. There is basically as limited amount as Laurie Strode as there could possibly be and still say she's in the movie. If they put her on the front cover, it's just to make the dollar bills. But the fact is, this is a Tommy Doyle versus Michael Myers movie. Now, if you're not a Halloween fan like I am, a deep Halloween fan, Tommy Doyle, the child who is being babysat, sideline character to the original Halloween film, is now taking up charge against Michael Myers. He's basically the I don't know what you would call it, the lone gunman going out and telling all the people, hey, we need to go take care of the outlaw. He gets all these people behind him for no reason. He's overacting, and I mean, is not just even the actor, the role itself feels like it's so forced and meaningless, and that's the problem. They're trying to make it mean something when it means actually nothing. This wasn't earned. This wasn't... What are you doing? Really, the fact is, this is a Tommy Doyle versus Michael Myers movie, and there is no payoff. There is no feeling of something that happened, something that made sense. In the end, I don't feel like I got anything from Halloween Kills. This is one of those movies that will be forgotten about or bastardized. I'd love to forget about it, but it's at least less cringe than 2018 Halloween. Oh man, that was actual cringe. This is just pure... You want to just see violence that means nothing? There you go. This is it. Halloween Kills is perfect for you if you just like seeing endless kills on stupid, fucking, terrible characters. Stupid, dumb, poorly written roles. Holy shit! I have never... Oh, man. I don't want to say never, because I've seen the dumbest of the dumb in these slasher films. I love slasher movies. I love these situations, but man, the characters are intolerable. They put down weapons when they're in a fucking combat situation with Michael Myers, someone who has a body count now of what, like 15 in the movie? I mean, by the point in the movie where anyone has a gun, by then he's killed many. So one specific reason why this movie falls flat for me and proves that characters are beyond saving and totally dumb. At one point, Allison Strode, pretty much, Laurie Strode's granddaughter, she sets down her weapon while Michael Myers is in the vicinity. She sets down a shotgun to pull a knife out of a corpse. And when she pulls the knife out of the corpse, she's like looking at the knife, ew, gross, kind of. And then a big noise happens in the vicinity, and she reaches over to turn off a record before she picks up the shotgun. In my mind, if I hear a noise and I have a shotgun near me and Michael Myers is somewhere not far, I am going to reach for that shotgun. I don't care how loud that record is. I don't care if it's blasting static at, infinity decibels. I don't care if it's just the most crazy white noise ever imaginable. But frankly, I'm not so dumb that I'm going to turn off a record before I grab a shotgun to defend myself from Michael Myers. It's a fact. You got a shotty next to you, you're gonna pick that bitch up, and you're gonna prepare to defend yourself against Michael fucking Myers. I mean, how stupid do you want to make these characters? I mean, literally, how stupid do these characters have to be to fit your script, to fit your mold? Really, I mean, what's the IQ level gotta be? Anyone who puts down their gun in the midst of Michael Myers, that's the person you don't want to be a part ever of your crew, ever of the situation. And the fact is, pretty much the protagonist of the movie sets down a gun or a knife or anything when they should be, tending to the Michael Myers hostility stab situation, you dumb fuck! My God, why do characters have to be written so stupid? I understand why, but I also disagree. So before we get into spoilers, I'd like to just say that what this movie feels like to me is the senior citizens versus the invincible senior citizen. It's like you got all these old people coming out of the cracks, coming out of who knows where, without any motivation, without any... I mean, there's no real motivation. They just come out of the cracks and say, oh my God, it's time to fight Michael Myers. It feels like It Chapter 2, if you've seen that. It feels like, oh, all these people are coming back together without any real reason, without any cause. It's just like, it's like a Saw movie. These people came together without any real reason, but, I mean, they're just going to slap them together and just hopefully call it a day. What this is a nostalgic cash grab. You remember The Last Jedi? Star Wars The Last Jedi? This is The Last Jedi of Halloween films. All the pretentious attempts at being artsy, let me tell you, win no points here. I love art films, I love art house, I love A24, and I wish they would get their hands on this franchise, but I know it's going to be a while. So, really, one of my main problems with this film is all these people, all these town people coming together to verse Michael Myers, to go against Michael Myers. All of it feels like none of it was earned. None of it was really taking place in the 2018 film, and I just don't know. It's all coming out of nowhere. It's like they're grasping at straws. I don't know why this had to happen. They had the perfect setup. I love the thought of the town people coming together to fight Michael Myers, but once you do this, once you do what they've done in this movie, you'll understand why that idea is just done. There's just nothing they can do to satisfy that. So, as such, we're going into spoilers territory now. So, pretty much in this movie, the reason nothing feels accomplished is because every time Michael Myers is being killed or about to be killed, he suddenly just is Superman. He just doesn't... He takes infinite bullets. He takes infinite stabs. No matter how many times you get him on the ground and kick him in the head, it's not enough. But the problem is also the characters stop. They kick him once in the head and they call it a day. That is fucking so stupid. These characters are written so poorly. I mean, the daughter of Laurie Strode had the chance to smash Michael Myers' head to pieces. And all she does is kick him once. Kick him once in the head and we're gonna call it a day. Holy fuck. I mean, holy fuck! So not only are these characters totally disposable, they're stupid as well. I mean, who really gives a shit what happens to any of these characters aside from Laurie Strode and Michael Myers? That's the big heavy hitter that's hitting home. Now, what they actually try and do is they try to make it about the deputy from the first film. Sorry, I forget his name. Really, I don't care to remember any of this crap because 2018 was cringe. This is nothing but fluff and filler and just nothing meaningful to this movie. So they try and make it about the deputy, the sheriff, whoever the fuck it is. I know it's not Brackett, but Brackett is in the movie, and he is slashed in one shot. Actually, Michael Myers straight up kills, 9 firemen or something like that, 7 firemen, and then at the end of the movie, he kills like 15 or 20 people who are surrounding him, beating him, shooting him, and he kills them. And Laurie Strode this whole time has been sitting in the hospital doing nothing whatsoever. I mean nothing. But being in pain and taking the pain meds and is like, dude, are you really doing this to me, movie? Are you really doing this? And they did. They really did it. But, I mean, the worst thing they did, the worst thing they actually did was try and push in this meaningful, like, asylum escapee dude, I guess from the same bus as Michael Myers. I'm really not sure. He is in the hospital and people think he's Michael Myers and they're all like, tonight evil dies. And by the way, evil didn't die. They're all saying, evil dies tonight, evil dies tonight. And they're rounding up a riot to basically kill Michael Myers. And they think this asylum guy who's coming to the hospital is Michael Myers. And it's like the most chaotic scene I've ever fucking seen in my life. Everyone's sprinting through the hospital, trampling everybody to get to this fucking psycho, and I guess they're gonna string him up and torture him or kill him or, hang him. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, but they're obviously gonna do something he doesn't want done. And he looks scared as shit, and it's like they're trying to make it all meaningful in slow motion. And he jumps out off the building, and that's like, holy shit! Are you kidding me, movie? Are you kidding me? You're trying to force in this, like, sideline story meaning thing. Like, dude, I just want to see the sheriff with the cowboy hat fight Michael Myers. That's what I wanted to see, and I didn't see that. The whole police force, totally incompetent. They even say, we can't handle the situation. And they don't call in anyone. They don't call in the National Guard or the FBI. It's like, what the hell happened? Who wrote this movie, and why do they suck so bad? Well, I don't know why. And I don't care to know the writer, or... Basically, everyone involved in this movie to me is done. All your careers, you really just basically threw away. I mean, I understand you gotta put bread on the table, but holy shit. Some artistic integrity once in a while would be nice. Holy fuck. I mean, yeah, I know John Carpenter's collecting a paycheck, but let me tell you what. The score was bumping. The score was incredible, and I think he doesn't give a shit what the movie did. He just made a terrific score that it doesn't even matter. I can listen to the score and not worry about the film. But the film itself, I never need to watch again. I would basically give it a 0, but it doesn't even... I mean, I don't know where to put it on the scale because it's so much filler and nothing means anything. It's like the movie could have not happened. We could have skipped this. We could have skipped from Halloween 2018 all the way to Halloween Ends, and this wouldn't have mattered. This story won't matter going forward, but there is one thing, one major spoiler. At the end of the film, the very last thing we see for the most part is Laurie Strode's daughter, Karen, get stabbed by Michael Myers in the same spot where he would stand and look out at the street, and it was the sister's room, Judith Myers, and well, I don't quite understand what happened, but if they killed the character like that, I didn't understand it. It didn't make any sense to me. I think they did it metaphorically, and I think they want to get people talking about it. That is all that happened. That is all that happened there. They want people to talk about this movie and some hallucination scene at the end, or if they did kill the character, I couldn't perceive it. It didn't feel like they killed Laurie Strode's daughter, but maybe they did. We'll find out, I guess, later, but I don't really give two shits. This movie sucked, and anyone saying it didn't is a simpleton for Michael Myers. And even the biggest fans are not defending this. They know it's slop. I would take Rob Zombie's films over these any day. I'd take Halloween 6. I'd take Halloween Resurrection. I don't know about that statement, but the truth is, when you're talking about the story, this means about as nothing as much as it could possibly mean. I mean, this is as 0 as it gets. This is as bottom as the barrel as it fucking possibly gets. So yeah, Halloween Kills, I don't suggest.